In this episode of the Computability Show, I'm going to show you how to find your lost Android phone. Coming up next. Hey guys, I'm Scott Liberto. This is the Computability Show, and this is all about how to find your lost Android phone. Now, according to Consumer Reports, about 3.1 million people in the U.S. were victims of smartphone theft. It's a lot of people. And also, the number is increasing fast. Now, this isn't even including tablets. So these things are disappearing on a regular basis. Here's a little chart here that's going to give you an idea. In 2013, according to Consumer Reports, 1.2 million smartphones were lost in 2012. 1.4 were lost in 2013, and an extra 2 million people, or 0.2 billion people. Stolen, it's doubled. So you got to watch out. These people are stealing these phones left and right. Is there anything you can do? Well, if you have an Apple device, people know about the Find My Phone feature. But did you know you can do the same thing using an Android phone? Well, on this episode, I'm going to be going over, exactly what to do. But it's not as easy as what to do. You need to follow my instructions. Okay? If you follow these instructions, it will increase the chance of you recovering your phone, retrieving your phone, or if you can't retrieve your phone, you'd be able to wipe your phone or your device of all of its data. But you have to follow my advice. And the reason being, there's a step-by-step order, and sometimes, depending upon your device, you might need to do something before you lose your phone. And so I'm going to show you two methods to help you do this. Let's start off by telling you the requirements. Now, you need to have the Android operating system. The methods I'm showing you is for Android phones only. If you don't know, ask a friend, call your carrier. You'll know if you have an Android phone or not. Number two, you need to have an activated Google account. If you don't have an activated Google account, this can't work for you. All you need to do is have really a Gmail address, and you're going to be able to, if you have your Gmail, your username, password on your phone, that will work. And so that's your second requirement. Your GPS has to be turned on. You can't do this without your GPS turned on. Now, if you don't know how to turn on your GPS or even what GPS is, basically, in your phone has the ability to speak to the satellites that locate where your phone is. And you actually need to turn that on because that's a specific switch that's inside of your phone. So I'm going to show you one quick method of how to do that. This is using a HTC One M8, and I found this step by step. You can find it online. I found this at Sprint. Okay, so first of all, you see on the bottom it says click on the All Apps icon. I'm going to go full screen for you. Next, you're going to click on Settings. Click on Location, and there's going to be a switch. Just turn the switch on, and then you know for a fact that you've got it working. Now, if your phone is stolen, this is what you need to do. You need to contact the police and make a report. Here's the thing, when you have your phone stolen, it's different from you just losing it. So you want to go to the police and make a report. Just call them up, make a report, get a report number. You don't want to recover your phone yourself. If you do, you're going to put yourself in danger. It's not worth it. Now, I do recommend anybody who has a smartphone, make sure that you have insurance on it. It's worth it. You might be paying $8 to $10 a month, And you might pay a $200 deductible, probably at max, but you're not going to be paying for the full price of your phone. An Android phone can cost as much as $800 depending upon what model you have, and most people don't have that type of out-of-pocket expenses. Now, after you follow the methods I'm going to show you, you're going to track the phone and give all the information to the police with your report number. So easy enough, very straightforward instructions to follow. Now, if your phone is lost, it's a little bit different. You can track your phone, but do not call your phone yet. If you call your phone, you're going to alert somebody, hey, I lost my phone. You want to track it first, because if you track it and find it, you're giving yourself the heads up and not somebody else. You don't want, if it was stolen, you don't want somebody to turn off your GPS. You don't want somebody to turn off the phone, because this will not work under those circumstances. Okay, you don't want to suspend your service. People feel like, oh, I've lost my phone. The first thing I need to do to prevent people from making long-distance phone calls is to turn off my service. No, 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 no. If you turn off your service, you're also turning off your data. You turn off your data, you have no way of tracking your phone. So don't do that yet. Now, if you happen to have done it, if you did call your carrier, you want to temporarily unsuspend it. And that's a simple phone call. You call up and you say, hey, I want to have my phone unsuspended because I'm trying to find it. They'll turn it right back on, and you'd be able to do that. Finally, this is probably one of the most important things I tell you. You need to act fast. You need to retrieve as much information as possible, because, and you need to do it remotely before looking for it physically. Because this way you have all the information. You at least have some tracking information. You might have some GPS coordinates. And there's some other things I'm going to be showing you that's going to help you find your phone. So there's two different programs I'm going to be showing you tonight. One is Android Device Manager. Now, that is something that is found natively through Google. And so you'll be able to use that. It's free if you've got everything set up correctly and have tested this beforehand. I recommend that the two procedures I'm going to show you, you're going to want to test beforehand. Because if it will work now, it'll stay on your phone. It's not going to use up any extra battery power or anything. It just gives you the ability to locate your phone under the circumstances that it's lost or stolen. Now, the other program is called Android Lost. Now, Android Lost is a free program by somebody named Thijs Borg. He lives in Denmark. So what you want to do is, this is the procedure. This is what I want you to follow. I want you to go to www.google.com/Android/Device Manager. I'm going to type that right into the browser. Google.com/Android/Device Manager. And then you're going to sign it into your account. Once I'm here, it's actually going to try to locate your phone via GPS. So right now, that's what I'm waiting for. On it, it's got multiple things I can do. The first thing is I can ring the phone, which would be great if I was near the phone. But the main thing is it tracked it. It shows me exactly where I am located on my map. So pinpoints you within, it says accurate within 9 meters. So that's pretty darn good. And if I hit ring, it's almost instantaneous ringing. I'm going to press the button to stop that. There we go. Okay, so I can erase the phone here if I wanted to. I can lock the phone. So easy to find, easy to ring the phone. If you're in an area, once you're close to your phone, you can actually ring it, find it, and then you're good to go. So that's the number one method of doing this. The second method I'm going to show you is Android Lost. And you can go to androidlost.com. That is half of what we need to do. The other is we're actually going to be looking up the program on Google Play. So let's do a side-by-side here so you can see the phone and my screen. So here is Android Lost. I'm at androidlost.com. And I'm also going to go to the Play Store and find Android Lost. Now, when I hit install, watch what happens. From Google Play, if you're not familiar with this, you can actually remotely install these programs. So I'm going to hit install, look on the phone, and you'll see it being installed. And then you'll see an icon pop up on the front of the screen. Oops, I need to sign in. Okay, and you need to make sure you do it to the right phone. See, I've got two phones here. I'm going to do it to the HTC. So I hit install, and as you can see, it has just installed on the phone, and you're going to see an icon pop up on the front page. It says Personal Notes. That is the program. There's no way they want you to know that this is a tracking program. You can actually hide that too. After you put in the Android Lost program, you need to text the words Android Lost space, you put a space, and then the word register. The SMS message, the text message, will register the program. If it doesn't, then you can go ahead and use Android Lost Jumpstart. So I went ahead and installed Android Lost Jumpstart. The next thing I need to do is I need to move over to the androidlost.com website. Once I do, I need to sign in, hit allow, and then from here, you're waiting for a message up on the screen that says it's registered. If you hit controls and it says waiting for your phone to be registered, you're not registered. This is not going to work for you until it's registered. And so there's nothing really you can do remotely if this does not occur. Hopefully the Jumpstart program might take 15 minutes, might take half an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to force this. For people who want to add this onto your phone so you have the extra advantages of the advanced functions, that might be able to help you find the phone a little bit better than the other program. It'll give you some more hints, and we'll get into that in a minute. Let's see if we can get this thing registered. So let's log in. So I'm going to sign out again. After you send the text message, then you want to sign out and sign back in again. That's crucial. Okay, now I see nothing on the screen that says it's been registered. So what I want to do is I'm going to click on the program that says or Personal Notes. That's going to open up the Android Lost program on your phone. See the way it says registration completed? Registration's completed. You're good to go. Now, if I hit controls, it still says waiting for phone to be registered, so I do need to log out, and I need to sign back in for this to work. Allow. Okay, see on the top, it says, let's see if I can zoom in on that. Congratulations, your email account is now connected to your phone, and you can use the controls. That's going to give you so many extra superpowers on finding your phone. Let's get into that. If you see right here where it says controls, if I were to hit alarm, watch what happens to the phone. It's going to start blinking. And so I actually have the sound turned off right now, and I can actually turn on the sound remotely too. I can vibrate the phone. So right now when I press this, you can see that it was sent. The phone just vibrated. I can send the location. If I hit send location, it's going to send the location and a map of where the phone is, very similar to the initial program. It gives you the all the information. You got an interactive map. It pulls it up from Google. Essentially the same thing in a nutshell. Now, there's more than that. If you want to see your phone status, here's the thing. You might not have a lot of time to check to see if your phone has enough power to be able to do this. What do? Well, you can actually find out the exact amount of power that's on your phone and the exact status of your phone by hitting phone status. It comes back, when you hit that, it comes back with all the information. Your SMS number. It says that the battery level... If I can zoom in a little bit there. Battery level is 89%. Says how hot it is, so you know if you left it in a car or not. Says that the GPS is on. which is always good news. And we're going to go down a little bit. Basically has some SIM information, nothing, no real protected information, but some really good information to find out what your status is. I'm going to move on. If your sound is not on, which I think it wasn't on a second ago, I didn't hear anything, you can press a button and make sure that your sound goes on. But there's a few extra things on here that is really super cool. Let's see. Let's go down the message. You can actually set it up so if somebody steals the phone, it will send a picture when somebody clicks a button. Basically, it says a pop-up message on the phone. When the user clicks OK button, the app will take a picture. You should... okay, so I'm going to go like this. And so click to unlock phone. So I'm going to send a message to the phone that says click to unlock. Let's get this back to where it was before. There we go. Click to unlock the phone. Okay, so now there's something on the screen that says click to unlock. So I just stole the phone and I want to, I say, okay, there. Okay, it just took a picture of me and sent it to myself. So whoever stole the phone, you're going to be able to get a picture of them with that little bit of information there. Let's see. There's a few other things you can do. Security, let's see, SIM, lock. You can lock the phone remotely. You can unlock the phone remotely. You can erase the SD card. If you have stuff on your SD card, you don't want anybody to get it, you can delete it. Just remember, once you delete it, you can't get the stuff back. And also, you can wipe the phone completely. It really does have a large supply of things that you can do. One of my favorites is you can actually tell it to take a picture. I'm trying to find where that's located. Oh yeah, you can turn your Bluetooth on and off. You can turn your GPS on and off. You can turn your Wi-Fi on and off. Now, if you turn on your Wi-Fi, you're not going to be using your cellular, so you're going to be using a little less juice, and so it's not a bad idea. Okay, this is it right here. It's under mobile. This doesn't work on all of them, but this is text-to-speech, where you can actually have it say, I'm lost, pick me up, that sort of thing. You can have it dial a phone. So if I want to dial my phone, 561, oops, keeps on doing this here. If I want to dial the phone, 561-542-1829, that's my telephone number. You can dial your phone remotely. This way you can kind of call out and dial with it. You can hang up the phone. You can get a list of the telephone numbers, which would be really great because you know the numbers that the person who stole your phone or maybe using your phone has. If I want to take a picture with the front camera, just took a picture. That's going to be sent to you. If you want a picture from the rear of the camera, just took a picture. So these are actually going to be transmitted directly to you. You have remote control over your phone. It really is a fantastic program. That's what you need to do. You need to gather as much information as possible. Be as stealthy as possible when you're doing this. You don't want someone to realize what you're trying to accomplish. So if you've lost your phone, go ahead and start these processes. Make sure if it's stolen, call the police. It's no guarantee. Don't get hurt. Your life isn't worth it. And make sure you get that insurance. Now, that ends the how-to portion of the show. I want to move on to one other thing. The person who created this program, and that is Thijs Borg. I'm going to pull him back up again. There he is. Okay. Thijs, I had a little conversation with him. I really wanted to find out a little bit more about what this guy and what makes this guy tick and why he decided to make this program. It's really about these people who are out there building this stuff that you and I can go retrieve our phones. And so, he's a guy. He's a programmer, Java programmer, and consultant in Denmark. He lives in the Copenhagen area, and I asked him, "Why did you make this program, Android Lost?" And so this is what he said to me. I don't have a video. He doesn't like to do video. He likes. This is the way he likes to converse, and this is the way I wanted to respect him and answer these questions. So it was nice enough for him to do this for us. He says, as a lot of guys, I have a ton of hobby projects and way too little spare time. I always have something like 30 ideas and 10 projects, and you guys know that as programmers, software guys, that sort of thing out there. I want to do I want to do them all at the same time and have little spare time to do them. So I decided to focus all of my time on one project in 1 week to see how far I could get. So this is one person who wrote this himself in 1 week. And so he wanted to see how far he could get. After an 8-hour workday, he sat down, did nothing but code for 7 days. He spent 1 day making a prototype of the push messages, so you can send the SMS messages to get the program registered. 1 day for to do a simple website using GWT. Also wanted to set up cloud-based database using Google App Engine, which, by the way, you just type in App Engine if you wanted to make apps. You can make one in 5 minutes. Just type Google App Engine. That's AppEngine. You can start making some of this stuff yourself if you wanted to. So in 1 week, he went ahead and did this. I asked him, why doesn't he charge for this? This is a free program. There's a lot of programs out there that cost money that you can put on your phone ahead of time, and a lot of them work really well. But he didn't charge for this thing. So what he said was, he did this as a project, and it was he had free hosting at the beginning, and so he's got a decent job, and he makes a decent living. He didn't feel like he needed to have a ton of extra money. But what happened was, about a year ago, they changed the pricing of using App Engine, and so the cost hit the roof. It was about $50 a day for this program to be hosted and to work. So what he did was, to cut costs, it would have been about $18,000 a year, by the way. To cut costs, he decided he was going to go ahead and send it out for free. And if you like the program, you can pay $5 from within the program itself. I'm going to show you where that's located. Inside the program, let's go inside. I'm going to open up. I'm going to hit on personal notes right there. And inside the program, oops, that's not where I wanted to be. Let's bring this home. There we go. Okay, inside the program, I'm going to hit into options here in advanced. Right here where it says buy premium features, go ahead, if you click on that, it'll give you the opportunity to give him some money for the program. So if he found your phone and you're not going to pay $700-800 or $200 or even $1 to retrieve your phone, give the guy $5. I mean, he did make this program. He did save your phone, and like I said, it works. It's really made for you. To do this. If you don't have the money, fantastic. But if he helped you out, go ahead and give him the $5. It's worth it. Let's see. I asked him, is there going to be any future updates on this program? What he said was, yes, he wants to make a mobile tracker. Now get this, he wants to take this whole concept of finding your phone to the next level. Now, first of all, it can find your phone through the cellular network. So that's the broad network. So it covers whatever, any place that your phone is where there's cellular service. But then there's wireless. So you can actually track something using kind of a GPS sort of thing where they triangulate the strength of your signal of your device between different access points in a building. And so that can hone it down even more. Then he wants to take it to a Bluetooth level. So Bluetooth works within 30 meters. So that's even closer. So you can bring it within like 10 meters of exactly where your phone is. So you don't need to be searching around for it. You don't need to be listening to it. He wants to track your phone from any other phone. Now, this is, in the beginning stages. He has not done this yet, but it's really a pretty cool concept that this guy wants to do. And I've never heard of anybody actually doing this. And so if he does do it, it might be sometime next year. Also, if you have any concerns about how safe this is, I ask him, hey, what did you do for safety? He says he cares very much for privacy. Everything he does is a login that he is not privy to. So he doesn't have any information on your login, your username. He can't find your phone. He can't remotely access anything. This is all using what your phone has and what Google has to offer. And it's straight shot from your phone it's between you, your Google, and your phone. Finally, I asked him about the Jumpstart app, and that was that extra app. Why did he have to make it? Well, originally, when he made this program, the program, you could install it remotely and then find your phone remotely. Well, operating systems have advanced, and so when the operating systems advance, it left behind some of the abilities that he had built into the program. So he made a secondary program in order to activate or register. Doesn't always work, but he's we'll see what happens. If you want to get a hold of him, the best way of doing it is going to Google's groups.google.com/group/Android Lost. And really, I'd like to see this program advance, get someplace. I stand behind the indies, the little guys. I'm a little guy myself, so help this guy make some money. It might be worth it to you, and you might feel good about giving something after you've gotten something. And so that's pretty much it for the how to find your Android. But before you go, there's a few things I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can pull it up. Yep. There we go. There we go. This is my page. This is computability.com. I've done a few advances to it. So if you want to know when my next show is, you're going to be able to see right on the top. It's going to say how many days or minutes to my next show, how many days, minutes, seconds, whatever to my next show, and when the date is. On the top right-hand corner, if you buy anything from us, if you click on the top ads, that's going to go directly to the show. That's one way you can support us. Another way you can support us is simply by following me, Scott Liberto, on Facebook, or I've got a Computability fan page that you can follow. You can follow me on Twitter at Computability, that's without a dash. Follow me at Ustream at Compute-Ability. You can add me to your circles on Google+. And if you'd like, you can donate. You just need to go to the Support Us tab. Go ahead and donate to us. Right now, we do not have any way of supporting us that is through any kind of crowdfunding, but be looking for that in the near future. And finally, hey, if you can't afford it, if you just like us, or hey, you don't have a credit card or you're under 18, please retweet my videos. Click likes, click subscribe, and anytime you see something come out, I'd appreciate that type of help, especially if I've helped you. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Be sure I'm going to be back next week at 9 o'clock to have another show. And as always, I'm Scott Liberto. This is Computability, and I hope you found your lost Android phone. See you next time on the Computability Show.